In an interview with the Berliner Zeitung, Sy Hersh talked about the terrorist attack against the Nord Stream pipelines and stated that US President Joe Biden would rather let Germany freeze than have Berlin oppose the US government's Ukraine policy. What does that say about this president?
Well, let me just start off by talking about Sy Hersh. I think it's important that there be full disclosure. He's a very close friend of mine. He's been a good friend of mine for 25 years. And I am heavily biased in favor of Sy Hersh. So people need to understand that when I answer this question, that there is a bias here. And what I mean by that is knowing him the way I do, I trust his reporting. I trust that his reporting is accurate, that it is within the facts that he lays out are contextual. They're not exaggerated. And I can also say that I don't believe that Sy Hersh is trying to score political points for or against anybody. He's simply somebody who is searching for the truth. And in this case, the truth is horrible, especially if you're an American. And the truth is embarrassing, especially if you're a German. If you think about what he says, let's just parse it out. That the President of the United States made a decision to do something knowing that it would harm the citizens of an ally, or should I say of an erstwhile ally, because how can you be an ally if you're even considering an attack? And that's just what this was. This was an attack on Germany. This was an act of war. I'll let the Germans do the final calculation as to the economic costs, but this was an economic Pearl Harbor, a surprise attack that destroyed the German economy. There's no other way to put this. There is literally no other way to put this. So what Seymour Hersh is saying is that the United States put its selfish ambitions ahead of the well-being of the people of a nation that's supposed to be a close ally, military and political. And if I were a German, I would be looking at this saying, then why are we friends with America, with friends like these who needs enemies? America is the worst friend possible because we lie to you, we abandon you, we deceive you, we attack you, we wish to do you harm. Cheap Russian gas was not a threat to the United States. Cheap Russian gas was that which made Germany the economic superpower that it was. Without cheap Russian gas, Germany would not enjoy many of the economic advantages that it had. It could afford not only to, be engaged in an industrial fashion, but this meant jobs. This meant a good tax base. This meant a nice standard of living. All things that Germans had come to expect as the norm. To be a German worker was to live a good life. No more. No more. Why? Because your friend attacked you. Your friend stabbed you in the back. And this is the importance of Sy Hersh's article. I mean, we can get into the Tom Clancy nitty gritty, the salinity of explosives and the frequency of the sonar buoy and, the chill of the waves as they slapped against the hull of the ship where the divers sunk into the water. I mean, that's all cool stuff. And I applaud Sy for capturing that, because half the aspect of selling an idea is making it readable, making people want to read it. But the true strength of this article isn't the adventurous details of the betrayal that took place, but the harsh, cold reality that the President of the United States made a deliberate decision to harm the people of Germany. And the German people need to chew on that. And their politicians need to chew on that. And I will say this, if in a year's time, Germany still allows American bases to operate on its soil, it is a cuckold nation. If in a year's time, Germany still allows American nuclear weapons to reside on German soil, it's a cuckold nation. If Germany continues to pretend that America is its friend and Russia is its enemy, it is a cuckold nation. And that's what Cy Hirsch's article has done. It's exposed the awful reality of the abusive relationship between the United States and Germany. And hopefully Germany will wake up and understand that going forward as an abused spouse is no future. There are bruises on your face, Germany. Look in the mirror. It didn't come from an accident. The person you thought loved you hit you because they don't love you. And it's time for you to recognize that and walk away.